Welcome, fight fans. MMA Station is here to bring you another epic combat story. In this episode, we'll see what sits behind Sean Tarzan Strickland's evolution in mixed martial arts. Get ready and let's go. Sean Strickland is as real and authentic as it gets. A genuinely terrifying fighter who understands how far a jab can go. Say what you want about his personality, but this man is an absolute striking beast in the cage. The American presently competes in the middleweight division in the Ultimate Fighting Championship. Strickland grew up in a toxic home and witnessed a lot of domestic violence caused by his father. Strickland was in 4th grade when, during one of his parents' fights, he needed to defend his mother by hitting his dad with a guitar. As a result of the terrible environment at home, Strickland dropped out of school. He picked up mixed martial arts at the age of 14 and became a professional by 17. Sean Strickland's journey from a challenging upbringing to becoming a UFC star is a testament to his determination and resilience. The King of the Cage promotion was Sean's first point of call. He had a successful run there and amassed an undefeated record of 9-0 before going on to fight for the crown at KOTC Unification on December 9, 2012. Tarzan defeated Josh Bryant via a split decision and then went on to defend his title 3 times before moving on to the UFC. His first fight in the prestigious promotion was against Bubba McDaniel at UFC 171 on March 15, 2014. The fight ended in the first round, with Strickland winning via rear naked choke. He has developed a reputation for his aggressive and well-rounded fighting style, which has contributed to his popularity among UFC fans. Strickland is primarily known for his striking abilities. His background in boxing and kickboxing shines through in his fighting style, marked by a technical and precise approach to striking techniques. He possesses solid punching power, throws crisp combinations, and utilizes effective footwork to maintain distance and control the octagon. Strickland's relentless pressure and high volume are also one of a kind. He often pushes forward and applies constant pressure on his opponents, overwhelming them with a barrage of strikes. This aggressive approach consistently keeps his opponents on the defensive, often resulting in significant damage inflicted upon them. While Strickland is primarily known for his striking, he also possesses a well-rounded skill set on the ground. He has showcased solid takedown defense, effective grappling, and submission skills. So far, he has 2 submission victories. This versatility allows him to adapt to different opponents and scenarios inside the cage. Strickland's tenacity and fighting spirit are second to none. He embodies a relentless and determined mindset, never hesitating to engage in fierce exchanges or embrace risk. This unwavering attitude resonates deeply with fans who admire his commitment to setting the pace and delivering electrifying fights. In addition to his fighting skills, Strickland's authentic and straightforward personality has also contributed to his popularity. He often expresses his thoughts and opinions openly, which resonates with fans who appreciate this transparency and authenticity. Strickland suffered a devastating loss to Alex Pereira and Jared Cannonier. However, he was able to bounce back by getting a dominant win over Nasruddin Imavov via a unanimous decision. Strickland met with Jared Cannonier at the UFC Fight Night 216 main event. Cannonier dominated the fight, and the referee scored it in his favor. Sean landed his jabs throughout the 5 rounds, but Cannonier's powerful strikes overwhelmed him. Although Cannonier had a tough time with Strickland's crisp jabs, he had success in sequences that had him deliver a leg kick and then lunge forward with a punch upstairs. Cannonier really began to open up his power punches during the 3rd round, landing hard shots. Cannonier showed more urgency during the final 5 minutes to get the slight nod. Strickland endured a brutal setback in a clash with Alex Pereira at UFC 276. Leading up to the bout, the American confidently asserted that Pereira's striking was subpar, only to find himself on the receiving end of a knockout in under 3 minutes. As the American tried to get back to his feet, he got a straight right hand that knocked him back to the floor and brought an end to the fight. The 31-year-old fighter believed he was holding his own in the battle against one of MMA's premier strikers before the Brazilian abruptly extinguished his lights. Before we move on and share some more exciting moments, as always, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a moment of the MMA action. His last fight was against Abus Magomedov at UFC Vegas 76. Strickland had a dominant performance, securing a 2nd round TKO victory with punches. The fight began on a high note for the middleweight prospect, but Tarzan showcased his skills and abilities in the 2nd round. Over the years, Sean has made some impressive progress in his training and fighting skills, especially in his cardio and boxing skills. The American benefited from his first meeting with Alex and got insights to improve his footwork. Strickland's approach to training and fighting has undergone a transformation over time. Initially known as an intense figure in the gym, with numerous videos featuring intense sparring sessions, Strickland surprised the fight community with a recent training video. In it, he unveiled a more amicable attitude towards his sparring partners. The American even encouraged his viewers to explore a philosophical approach to sparring and training. His ability to express his thoughts humorously and intelligently has made him a controversial figure in the MMA world, and his outspoken nature sometimes leads to heated moments. Most of the posts made by Strickland on social media always make people think he is completely crazy. A few years back, Strickland declared that he was finished with podcasts, following an incident where he openly expressed his displeasure for rowdy Ronda Rousey during a podcast appearance with Brandon Schwab. Strickland was particularly irked by Rousey's admission that she had contemplated suicide after her loss to Holly Holm in 2015. However, Strickland later had a change of heart and recognized that he had crossed the line with his previous remarks about Ronda Rousey. Consequently, he vowed to prioritize his fighting over microphone discussions. Yet, Strickland's on the trending billionaires fight. The UFC star extended an offer to train Elon Musk after the Tesla CEO publicly challenged Mark Zuckerberg, the owner of Facebook. The mere possibility of a showdown between these two billionaires sent shockwaves across the internet for a considerable period. To add to the excitement, Strickland graciously volunteered to assist Elon Musk in his preparation for his potential match. Musk even went to the extent of proposing the Vegas Octagon as a venue for the fight. Nonetheless, subsequent posts from him indicated that he might not have been entirely serious about the idea from the start. On the other hand, Zuckerberg appeared more committed and prepared for the fight, sharing images of his training sessions with the five-time black belt world champion Mikey Musumeci. Despite the shifting dynamics, Musk acknowledged Strickland's offer with gratitude by extending his thanks. Tarzan has undoubtedly carved out his place in the MMA world, and fortunately, his journey has led him to a title shot against none other than Adesanya, a matchup that every dedicated fan across the globe is eager to witness. Following his victory over Magomedov, Strickland seized the moment during his post-fight press conference, calling out the middleweight champion, Israel Adesanya. "I want to fight initially." Strickland's lofty ambitions surprised many. Few fight fans believe that Tarzan would secure a bout against one of the best middleweights in UFC history. However, Strickland's relentless determination paid off after extensive persuasion from Adesanya, eventually leading to the UFC rescheduling the showdown. It will get even more spicy, but before we move on, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a moment of the MMA action and hear more interesting stories from the fight sports scene. Even with the fight on the horizon, Strickland has maintained his outspoken nature regarding the impending clash at UFC 293. The duo engaged in a fiery exchange of words during the press conference for UFC 276, with Strickland clearly focused on getting under Adesanya's skin. In a recent Instagram post, Strickland shot a social media jab at Adesanya, playfully referring to him as Chinese. He highlighted Adesanya's numerous fights in China, where he earned the nickname the Black Dragon, and playfully poked fun at Adesanya's fame in China. The tension between these two fighters continues to escalate as the bout approaches. The first and only Chinese champion, Strickland said, "I'm fighting Izzy, the Chinese man, you guys. And here's the thing, I always call Izzy the Chinese champion, but Izzy's not the Chinese champion. Izzy is the modern day man. He sold himself for $1, and you guys were gonna bring that belt back to America." Before wrapping up the video, Strickland also tried to encourage his audience by claiming to be a changed person. "I was a dropout as an adult, but now I see the light. I'm the beacon, and if I can change, you can change too." On the other hand, Adesanya hasn't really talked much since he was paired up with Strickland. Adesanya issued a warning to Strickland that any trash talk inside the octagon would force him to break Strickland's jaw. Adesanya has confidently predicted a knockout victory in their upcoming bout, but this doesn't mean he's taken his preparation lightly. In discussing the fight, Adesanya drew a parallel to the memorable Michael Bisping versus Luke Rockhold fight at UFC 199. He recalled how Bisping stunned the world with an unexpected knockout victory against Rockhold, emphasizing the importance of being fully prepared and leaving nothing to chance in his own fight. When it comes to Strickland as an opponent, it's not his skill set that Adesanya finds most dangerous. Instead, it's his unpredictability and fearless attitude and his unique outlook on life that makes him a formidable adversary in Adesanya's eyes. On September 9th at UFC 293 in Sweden, Adesanya will be defending his title against the controversial challenger Sean the Psycho Strickland. Various MMA personalities have weighed in on this matchup. John Jones, for instance, believes that Adesanya holds the advantage due to his precision inside the cage. It's worth noting that Strickland wasn't originally slated to face Adesanya. He stepped in as a replacement for Dricus du Plessis, who is still recovering from an injury sustained in his fight against Robert Whittaker. Strickland's title shot materialized following his impressive victories over Magomedov and Imavov, solidifying his position as a worthy contender. Adesanya and Strickland's dispute can be traced back to the UFC 276 card. Strickland later lost to Alex Pereira, while Adesanya went home with a win over Jared Cannonier. Strickland seemed to have an issue with Adesanya's neatness and painting of nails. Strickland also made fun of Adesanya's love for anime. "Well, I'm gonna paint my nails for that fight, and I'm going to knock him out with my painted nails. I don't listen to people, I only listen to me and my team," stated Adesanya. Adesanya has openly expressed feeling provoked by Strickland's antics, describing him as a gym hero who often plays the role of a clown to amuse his fans. In a rather playful and perhaps symbolic gesture, Izzy even pledged to paint his nails before stepping into the cage against Strickland, adding an intriguing layer of rivalry to their upcoming bout. As we have seen many times in MMA's history, being the trash-talking underdog creates a potential for massive sensation. In case the Cinderella Man wins the belt, following McGregor, Bisping, and O'Malley's example, all fight fans will witness another big MMA show and a lot more drama. At the end of the day, on this level, it's a matter of just one laser punch. And that wraps up another fight story with MMA Station. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a moment of the action. Thank you for joining us on this incredible ride. Until next time, stay hungry, stay passionate, and keep supporting the world of combat sports.